Well, turns out, when I was, helping my dad fix like a door or something in the house, it turns out that I accidentally used the hammer and smashed my thumb by accident, but it's fine, it's not anything bruised, but whatever. Shadow, we got ourselves a battle here. It's actually a double header, uh, because I didn't upload last week, and it's by two guys from the Slogan Wi-Fi Battle Finder. Uh, if they have YouTubes, I'll put them in the description. But anyway, let's start out. They're both UU, so yeah, they're both UU. So he's gonna lead off with an Ambipom. I'm going to lead off with my Zelf, and I was thinking that maybe I could take a fake out, or I want to see what steady is, but he just goes with the U-turn and just hits me as I go with the fire punch. And if he had like fake out or something, that probably would have helped. But I saw that he was life orb, so I don't know what happened. But he's gonna send out his Arcanine. I am gonna need to switch out and go into my Blastoise, but he over predicts and goes with the Wild Charge. Now that was actually a very good play on his part, but because Blastoise is so defensive, I can't take enough, and I should just go into Azelf just to take that, since it is at so low health already, and get some more recoil on that. So I have no idea why I didn't switch into Nidoking. Maybe because I was assuming that I don't know if he was choiced or not, so I just decided to go into that just in case he switch up moves or something. But I probably should have just went the Nidoking because I found out later that he is choiced and he's just gonna bring in his Mandibuzz and try to go with the Toxic. I guess on my prediction, though I don't know what he's going to go into, but just gonna go with the Bisharp. Toxic isn't gonna affect Bisharp too much, and then he's just gonna whirlwind me out into Arcanine. And then I'm going to go with a Wild Charge. Now seeing that damage, it does look like a 2-hit KO range from this part, but then again, I am Life Orb, and that recoil did do a lot to me. And as you can see here, Root gets him back almost all of his HP, and then Leftovers brings him back up to full. So really, I'm not even hurting him, I'm hurting myself. So I gotta switch out, go into my Bronzong, and see what I can do about it. But he actually is gonna switch out and go into Nidoking, I guess, predicting me to stay in. But I know that I could live a hit from Nidoking since Bronzong does have good special defense, and that's not stab on the fire blast. So I could just set up my rocks and then switch out next turn, and most likely go into my Arcanine. I think that is what I go into. Yeah, I go into Arcanine just to get the fire blast off of me or something. Yeah, that's what I do. But it turns out he's gonna land 2 fire blasts, but that's not really gonna matter. I thought he was choice, so that's why I was surprised that I outsped him, because I am Life Orbed, I'm not Scarfed or whatever. That's why I thought he was choice, but he might be choice spec. That's what I'm assuming. Or he just might not be choice at all. He could just be a regular Nidoking set with, like, I don't know. But anyway, he's gonna bring in his Qwilfish. I'm gonna bring in my own Nidoking, go with the Thunderbolt. I was thinking that he might be able to live, but then I forget that Qwilfish is an electric type, and Nidoking does have sheer force, so yeah, that's one thing. And now I'm just gonna switch out because his Bronzong does kind of scare me, and plus I don't think that I can do enough to it, so I'm just gonna go into Blastoise, take whatever it wants to go to, and then try to see if I can do anything about that. But here, I'm just gonna go with the Scald, trying to get the burn. I don't think I do. I don't think I get it. No, I don't get it, but he does miss the Toxic, so that's actually really good for me. I'm actually gonna have to switch out because I don't really want Toxic on my Blastoise, so that's why I want to switch out. I don't know if any of you guys know that, but I am just gonna go into Bronzong, and because I have the Levitate, I think my Bronzong set actually walls his, so that might be pretty funny. But then I actually wanted to put that to the test and see what I can do. Or I thought he was gonna switch out, so that's why I thought that my Bronzong set walled his. So that's why I went with the Earthquake, and I took out an Arcanine with Bronzong. So yeah, how's that for cupcakes? I don't know why I said that, but just felt like it, I guess. But he's gonna bring in Ambipom. I don't know what he's gonna do. He shows me that he does want to go for double hit. I don't know why he went for double hit on Steel type, but it does a lot. It does a whole lot. But I'm just gonna go with the HP Ice and kill it from where it stands. So that's 2 kills for Bronzong already. I don't know how many Pokemon I still have left. I think one of my Pokemon died. I'm not sure. But just gonna go for the HP Ice. Wanna see what he's going to do. probably gonna roost up or something, but he just whirlwinds me out, I guess, predicting my switch, and that does nothing. It absolutely does nothing, but just gonna go into Bisharp, and I guess it kind of walls his Mandibuzz set, so there's two steel types that I really need to keep on my side, this Bisharp and the Bronzong, so that I can do something about it. But this Bisharp is Life Orb, and I was thinking, Bronzong doesn't have stab on Earthquake, so I feel that I could live one, but it turns out that, he goes with the Gyro Ball, predicting my switch into my own Bronzong. I don't know if that would have killed or not, but, I am just gonna say you overpredicted, and I think I still had, Blastoise. Oh, I still had all my Pokemon except for Azelf, I think. Yeah. Alright. So I had all my Pokemon except for Azelf, but that was a great game. Hope we can do it again. And I'm gonna get out the next battle right now. Alright, so this one's actually a more newer one. It's not as old as the first one, but this one I think I had at least 2 weeks, maybe 1 week ago, I'm not sure. But it was on the Smogon Wi-Fi Battle Finder. I forgot his name, but I'll put the links in the description if he has a YouTube channel or not. I really don't know. But anyway, let's just get into the battle. If this title screen would hurry up. Alright, there we go. So anyway, what did he switch out to? Oh, I go with my Houndoom first. Houndoom. I feel like that I said Houndoom wrong, but I go out into my Houndoom first as he brings in Frostlass. I feel like this was a good prediction on my part, so I was just gonna go with the Pursuit, but it turns out he doesn't want to switch out, and Pursuit pretty much would have killed him from that range of health. But if I wouldn't have overpredict, see, this is why overpredicting on the first turn is actually very wrong, because I probably could have killed him because this Houndoom does have Overheat, and so I most likely would have killed him with the Overheat. But anyway, he's just gonna taunt. I do get the Parahack. It doesn't matter what I wanted to go for, because I was actually contemplating on killing this Houndoom later on in the battle. I mean, later on in the game. But since he just wants to go with Destiny Bond, I figure, hey, why not kill it off now? Because Houndoom is Scarfed, and a Paralyzed Scarfer is no use to me. So that's why I wanted to kill it off. But, I guess. But I wonder if Destiny Bond can go through Focus Sash. I think that's a random question, but I really want to know if that's actually true. I want to see if that will actually work out. But anyway, just gonna bring in my Dusclops, go with the Will-O-Wisp on his Bronzong. And I think he does try to Toxic me here. Yeah, he does. He tries to Toxic me, and then I'm thinking he's most likely just going to set up the Stealth Rock. Since I did get off the Will-O-Wisp first, I am just going to go with the Taunt on my Dusclops if I'm getting ahead of this battle. Yeah, I am, but it doesn't matter. It was after turn effects or something. Something of that matter. But anyway. I cancel out the Stealth Rocks, luckily. I think I hit my table by accident, but I cancel out the Stealth Rocks, and basically, he's gonna have to switch out here. Well, I was thinking that he would want to switch out, so that's why I went for the Pain Split, but actually he just went to stay in and go for the Earthquake, seeing how much that would do. It doesn't do enough, but that does less than Toxic, but I guess because I don't want to stay in, Toxic damage will kind of rack up. I figure that I should switch out now, because now should be a good time to switch out to my own Bronzong. I think it walls his own Bronzong set, but I'm not too sure about that. And he goes with a Gyro Ball. So yeah, Bronzong walls Bronzong. Now looking at that damage, I'm thinking the player in the last game probably wouldn't have even been able to kill me off with a Gyro Ball, let alone been able to scratch me. So even if I did switch out to my own Bronzong, it wouldn't have mattered. But anyway, I'm gonna go with the Stealth Rock. He's gonna go with the Stealth Rock. We kind of was like going back and forth with moves, because he went with the status and I went with the status. He goes for the Stealth Rocks, I go with the Stealth Rocks. I feel like that we were kind of just going in circles. That's what kind of made me laugh during when I was playing this battle, not when I was recording. There's a difference. But now, I think I go with the Earthquake. Yeah, I go with the Earthquake, predicting a switch. Feeling that he wouldn't want to stay in, because he already has Stealth Rocks up, and I can Rapid Defense Stealth Rocks at any time. But I'm just gonna stay in with Bronzong, seeing if I can take close combat, but he does get a critical hit here. I know that I would have been able to take it, even though that I didn't have enough. Even though that I didn't have any real defensive investment, I know I would have been able to take it and go with a Gyro Ball and hit him hard. But since I'm dead, I'm just gonna go into Weavile, and since I know that he's Flame Orb, Guts boosted, whatever you want to call it, I know that Wifi will be able to outspeed it because it's not Scarf. So yeah, that's basically what was in my mind. But now he's gonna bring in Sharpedo as I just go with the Ice Punch. And Ice Punch, I thought, oh, I kind of just messed up here, but no, it actually gets a critical hit, which I was completely surprised about. I was just surprised. Let's just cut it off at that. So now he's just gonna send in his Houndoom, and now his Houndoom. My Houndoom is dead. So I don't know what kind of set this Houndoom is, so I'm just gonna switch into my Blastoise. Uh, if he does switch out, well, if he does like switch out after going with a Fire type move, I know that he's Choice, but I don't know what Choice item. So he could be Scarf like my Houndoom was, or he could be Specs. It doesn't matter, but I'm not sure if that damage counts as Specs. So that's kind of it. Now he's gonna go into his Milotic, and I'm just gonna go with the Rapid Spin, spin away the rock, and get a critical hit on the Milotic. That absolutely did not matter. So critical hit in the wrong places, I swear. Oh my god, so many after turn effects. I don't know why I sped this part up. Well, I don't know why I didn't speed it up in general. But anyway, just gonna go into Shaman. I guess not caring if you wanted to go for a status move or not, because I know Shaman can take it. And if you want to go with like the Ice Beam or something, I know that I can take that as well. But this Shaman is Choice Specs, and I guess he thought I would over predict and go with something else. But no, just gonna go with the Choice Spec Siege Flare and take out a Milotic, thing that has monster special defense. And, well, I don't know about monster, I guess. I guess nightly special defense, because it's still pretty strong, but not as strong as a monster. So that's kind of what I'm trying to say. But just gonna go into Dusclops because that is a very good pivot switch into anything that he would really want to go with. But he is just going to go with the Mega Horn. I know that wasn't going to do anything, but he does get a critical hit, and I live at 2, and I was like, oh, yes, what did I forget? Oh, Toxic. So, that kind of brought my mood down a little bit more. But just going to bring in Weavile. Just going to go with the Ice Punch, since I do know that he isn't faster, and he's just going to switch out here. I don't know why he's switching in and out. He probably should have just let that thing die. I guess he thinks that it could be useful in a different situation, but I don't think so. But I don't know what to do here. I thought that I could just go with thought that I could still just go with the Ice Punch and try to do something about it. But I think that I wanted to go with Night Slash because I figured that it would kill him at this range, so that's why I kind of just go with it. But it kills him, so yeah, it did kill him from that range. But I do lose more and more life or health. But because his Bronzong is dying, his Bronzong is dying. No, his Bronzong is dead, so now I'm able to keep the rocks off of my side anytime that I want to, and now I'm just going to switch into Blastoise. Now here, he predicts me to switch into Blastoise and goes with, I'm assuming, the Hidden Power Grass or Electric. It doesn't really matter. If it was Electric, then he still could have been hit by Ground type moves, but if it's Grass, he basically has perfect coverage except for fighting, so I'm assuming that's Grass. But either way, I'm just gonna go with the Scald. I think it kills him from this range. Yeah, it does. So, yeah, it kills him from that range. So, I don't know if I'm loud or not. I don't really care too much. But if this is what tells me that he's Choice, but I don't still know what choice item he is, because he has the Hidden Power. Most Pokemon that are Choice have the Hidden Power. Mine, however, doesn't. So, I was actually thinking of maybe I could switch out, but then I have to think. Wait, I could probably just leave Blastoise in here, and then just go with the Ice Punch on my Weavile, and basically end the game that way, since this is his last Pokemon. So, I think that is what I do. Yeah, that's exactly what I do. So, I kind of remember this battle, kind of don't. So, yeah, you guys can sue me if you want. I don't think you'll win. But that was actually a very great game. I hope we can do it again, but that was actually 2 games that I decided to give you guys because I was kind of lazy, so might as well give you 2 battles for the price of 1. I don't know what I'm talking about anymore, but anyway, that was a great game. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Leave a like, comment, whatever you want to do. So that is me, and I am out of here.